This podcast has been brought to you by Team Always Hard Never Soft Worldwide. Team Always Hard Never Soft Worldwide is all about podcasting, gaming, and custom made music. We're an official sponsor of professional MMA fighter Rodney Mandala of Team Mercs Jiu Jitsu. Check out Kumu Fats as well, Team's fight manager. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, now on to the podcast. Hello and welcome to another episode of Ask an Epal podcast. I'm Sinner.
I'm Goose.
And I'm Evangeline.
And today we have a very special guest with us. His name is Mr. AndoPanda. Not Andy Pando, but AndoPanda. What's going on, Mr. AndoPanda? Tell us a little about yourself, man.
Yeah, I am. My name's Ando, or Andrew, but most people just call me Ando. 29 years old, so a big boomer, long-time gamer. Been on Epal since I think it just went over a year. I think I joined like October last year, actually. Okay. And I'm US East Coast based, full-time working professional.
Oh, nice. What do you do, man?
I am in software sales.
Software. Oh, damn.
Yes, sir.
We have a smart gentleman here. Watch out, ladies and gentlemen. Anyways, man, I'm 30. I'm 31, 30. And if you like to disclose your age.
I'm 26.
26, yeah. Okay. All right, great. Today, I'm going to be asking you some questions. You ready, man?
Hell yeah.
All right. So, Mr. AndoPanda, how long have you been in Epal for? You said since October, right?
Yeah, so a little over a year now, I guess. Yep.
Okay. So you pretty much joined the same time I did, man. Like you were around when what do you call it? When they had those league tournaments back in the days, right? Like before.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then I heard a lot of things about those league tournaments, and I'm just like, I think we should have like a legit one, you know, not a rigged one.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, surprisingly, Epal doesn't really run like a lot of like events, you know, which is pretty surprising. Like I would think that they would do some tournaments for different games or things like that. I mean, I think they used to do a few things like in the Discord, like karaoke night or stuff like that. I remember like the only events were when they had the big partnered streamers. Like hire Epals and do things for like interviews or karaoke or games, stuff like that. But that was pretty much it, honestly. I'm surprised that they don't do other stuff like some of the other websites do.
Recently I heard about on the Epal community Discord. Are you on there by any chance? They have like
the new one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in there. I'm not really active though, so
oh, I see.
Yeah, I used to be super active. I'm not as active as I used to be, that's for sure.
Because they have a few community members organizing events for Epal. Shout out to Cezanne and Master Roshi. What's up, guys? Thank you for organizing those events for us. Anyways, but yeah, they have events going on there now, and I'm looking to organize a tournament myself. If you play Call of Duty.
No, dude, I haven't played COD in years. It's been forever, man. COD used to be the vibe back in the day, but yeah, man, it's definitely been a minute for sure.
Man, I love COD, man. That's my game, dude. But yeah, all right. So, what games and lifestyles do you have listed on your Epal, man?
I think, man, I need to update some of the games. I didn't include everything because I was just too lazy to keep doing like these voice lines, man. It's just, you know, I just couldn't. But I think I have like eChat. Valorant, League, TFT, In Silence, Phasmo. What else do I have? I think that's for the most part it. I have a lot of other games that I have. Oh, and Among Us, yeah. I need to add some other games though, like I think I have Fall Guys on there too, actually. But I need to add some other games like Dead by Daylight and Siege, things like that. some other games that I have, but I don't play as much. But some of the games I've started to get back into. So,
okay, nice, man. So, what would you say is your favorite lifestyle or your favorite game to play on epal.com? GG.
Oh man, that part of me wants to say like, I mean, Valorant is probably my favorite game right now. But honestly, man, like I think eChat is like the most fun. Honestly, because like some of my orders with games, it's when we're like playing Valorant, it's almost just like playing a random game and then just having like a talkative random, you know.
Right.
But with eChat, it's a little bit more intimate, you know.
Yeah.
A little bit deeper. Get to actually talk and get to know them. So,
right.
I think Valorant's probably the most fun game to play, but I think eChat's probably my favorite order to get.
Okay. Do you meet a lot of good people, or is it mainly like trolls? What do you come across?
Honestly, it's probably like I don't get many bad orders. Honestly, I would say probably like maybe 10% of my orders are like kind of cringe or toxic or
still a lot.
Just creepy. I feel like for compared to like a lot of girls, I feel like it's not that bad. You know, so like
people who order you, do you get mainly girls ordering you or guys?
So that's interesting because when I first started Epal, I think like my first, like for the first like maybe 50, 60 orders was like heavily majority like girls for sure.
Damn.
Okay. And then like I think my first like 8 orders or 10 orders in a row were just all girls. But then the longer I stayed on Epal, the more it started evening out. And I started having more guys order me more often. So,
right on, man. Right on. So you had Epal official AZ ordered you. I saw that, man.
Yeah. He ordered me for. Well, actually, he's about to order me again. I've got a second set of orders coming from him. The first one was actually for or they were both just for voiceovers. So the first one was they did like this little ad, and I think they had a female version of it that Jen did, Jarbooty did, and then they wanted one for the males, and then one of the Epal official staff was going through profiles and really liked my voice, and then had AZ reach out to me and place the order, and then they just did a second one a couple days ago, and so they're going to be running a paid ad actually on Twitch and on YouTube, and then they're eventually going to convert it to vertical so that they can run it on like Instagram and TikTok.
Damn.
And so they had me voiceover on that one too. Yeah, and it's still we're still editing it, but first draft is out. They originally used the actor's voice for it, but Leo didn't like how the pace and like the tone.
Yeah.
So they sent me the first draft, and it was man, I hate hearing my own voice. Like when I watched it, I was just like, oh, this is so cringe. Oh, dude, why do I sound like this, man? But yeah, but I mean, they liked it. I mean, there's a kind of a cliffhanger at the end. Like it feels like there should be like a call to action, like like go visit epal.gg or something like that, and there just isn't. So we're editing that, and AZ's trying to come up with a script for that of what he wants verbiage wise. But yeah, I can actually, if you want, I can actually share, or I can show you what that ad looks like if you want to.
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead and show it, man.
All right,
I'm interested.
Let me find it.
This is an exclusive Epal.
Yeah, this is
a
big sneak peek.
Sneak peek. Yep, live on Team Always Hard Never Soft Worldwide. All right. Well,
let's see. I think it's this one.
Man, that's some good stuff, man. You're the voice. All right, let's click watch.
I feel like nobody likes their own voice.
I'm all right with it. Okay, let's click watch.
Reliable and funny teammates.
All right, there you go.
Let's have a good time, shall we? Let's do this.
No more awful teamwork with random cues. Only the best teammates that match your skill level. Your personal and perfect teammate on demand. Oh, it's so cringe.
I don't know. I mean, I liked it. It sounded
Yeah.
good.
So
That was
but
good, man.
But like at the end, it's kind of like a right? like
I love.
I don't know. I think with the music, it sounds good and upbeat.
yeah, the music is kind of nice. There's I think the worst part is when like, let's do this, shall we? Like, it's just that dude
So
talks
energetic.
like that, man. Like nobody, man. Like, you know, like who said that, man? Like, you know, like, hey, Sinner, dude, let's grab dinner and catch up, shall we? Like, come on, man. No one says that. It's only in like animes and video games and stuff, dude.
Yeah. I'd be
I
like, let's.
mean, a lot of the people who are on Twitch like anime and video games, so I feel like that's a good match, man.
I guess. I mean, when I saw the script, I physically cringed when I saw that line. I was like, dude, this is awful, man.
We were so excited to read it, guaranteed. He's like, I can't wait to say that last line.
Yeah. Oh, I when I saw that, I was just like, yo, AZ, you wrote this? You wrote this script, man? Like,
Oh man, that's funny, man. Man, you know what would be good, man? If you had like a really just hyped up voice to like.
I had one.
You know?
I gave them a few different versions because I have a few different voices and styles and like tonalities and things like that I do. But they wanted it just fast paced but not too hype. So like there's one that there's one that was like where it builds up a little bit more, where it's like, let's do this, no more awful teamwork with random cues, like, you know, like way more energy. But they're like, nah, let's do the other, let's stick with the other one. And then I was like, oh, do you want like an announcer voice? Because I have an little announcer voice I do that's like more it sounds like patch notey, you know, like when someone's like releasing patch notes. So it's like for
like
example, it would be like
the league announcer.
so like the comment that Goose has, right? For all you new viewers, just know if you do have questions that you would like us to ask AndoPanda, put it in the chat and we will ask them accordingly.
That was pretty good. That was really good.
Something like that, you know. So yeah.
I see. Gotcha. All right. So Ando, what made you get into Epal, man?
So I actually used to be a pretty active streamer back in the day, and I was like on and off. And then I ended up I wanted to take a break from streaming actually, so I quit. And so I had all this time. Like, man, I was like streaming like so many hours, and I had all this time back in my day, and I was like, I don't know what to do with this, and I decided. And then I remembered egirl.gg. So Epal when it was egirl. Because one of my friends, streamer friends, had made this had gotten a lot of views, a lot of viewers and stuff like that. When he ordered like 4 e-girls to play League with him, so I was like, you know what, dude, let me try that, like just for the shits and giggles, you know, for the lulz, and so I went to Epal, or rerouted me to Epal, and I was like, dude, let's try it out, and then I started getting orders, and I was like, you know what, this is actually pretty chill, this is pretty fun. So I started getting a little bit more active and started getting orders. I got hired as a chat room host back when they actually had when they actually paid. And
They're paying again.
yeah. Okay, but what rate? That's my question. You know, so back
Not
then,
a big rate. You can
back
make more off
then-
of doing orders.
so the thing is, the host room chat that I know of, it went through 3 stages for payments. The last stage was where it was just 100% commission from the ecoins, right? The stage before that was you would get paid a monthly cost plus commission, but the monthly fee was small, and you had to qualify for it. So if you didn't have X number of hours hosted and X number of ecoins, gifted in like during your chat room, and then X number of people coming in, you didn't get paid. And then the first phase, which is when I was like most interested in doing it, was like $300 a month. So that was that was like I was like in the end it was like per hour, like the hourly rate was like not great, but I was like $300 a month to just like kind of chill is not bad.
Yeah.
So yeah.
They could
Be doing
definitely.
worse things with your free time. Yeah.
Yep. Exactly. Like the McDonald's, man. That's McDonald's money right there, bro. Definitely gets a
Yeah,
first prize.
$300 a month, man. That's easily a few Uber Eats for sure.
For sure. Hello, ARZ I'm sorry if I butchered your name. What's up, buddy?
You can just call him Arza.
Oh, Arza. He's one of your friends?
Yep.
All right, welcome, buddy. Welcome to the stream. We do podcasts here. That's our thing. And we play video games and we bring the hype. Let's go. All right. Anyways, okay. So are you trying to make a Epal like a full-time thing for you, man? Or are you trying to
Oh hell no,
No.
hell no. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Epal's for sure, definitely just just something to chill, meet some meet some friends, hang out with some cool people. Like I
Okay.
said, actually, like I have like maybe like 5 or 6 people
Mhm.
from Epal that I've met that that I'm actually like pretty close to now. Actually, I'm
Uh-huh.
doing a Vegas trip in a few months with a bunch of them.
Oh, nice, dude.
So that'll be a lot of fun.
Oh, sweet. Dude, that's freaking awesome, man. Vegas. Ooh.
We're
Yes,
gonna see
sir.
some Chippendales.
Oh my god.
Heck yeah, I approve. It'll be a good Vegas trip.
Dude,
Oh,
well, I
gosh.
mean, anything that happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So,
Oh gosh. All right. So have you made like any friends with clients on EPAL.gg?
yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure, for sure.
Mhm.
Like I mean, there are people that were other EPALs that ordered me that I made
Mhm.
friends with, and some people that are just that would just order me. I mean, some of them I used to be closer with, and not as much anymore for sure. But there's still some that I game with outside of orders. But we got to know each other because of orders. So.
Oh, right on. You want to give a shout out to them right now? If they're in chat watching?
Um, yeah, I don't. Yeah, I mean, man, I think actually one of my very first orders was she. I don't think she's on EPAL anymore, but she was. But her name was Ori.
Ori?
Yep, Ori, and then a few others were like Pat, Tundra, and then I had one that was actually one of Tundra was also an EPAL, and one of her customers, Mohammed, was would always order me, and he was a lot of fun to play with. So
Okay. That's good, man.
yeah, definitely a lot of others that I'm forgetting, but
I'm gonna guess I know you roll with a click. Ren Egro?
oh yeah,
Yep.
for sure. I mean, there was for like a bunch of the EPALs, like Pat. For a while, it was like me, Pat, Brian, aka Jester, Ren, Tundra, Goth Dad, and Zobes.
Mhm.
For a while, we would like almost like every day we'd like jump on and play like Flex on League or ARAMs or stuff like that. So.
Nice. That's good, man. Evangeline, you made any friends or friends with any clients or EPALs on EPAL?
Yes and no, but then again, like this is my full-time thing, so it's hard to try to make friends when you're also trying to keep them as like, business standpoint clients.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit harder when you're doing this full time, other than just like, oh, this is a free time, like kind of thing, on top of like working a regular job.
Oh, I see. Gotcha. But do you have any questions for Mr. AndoPanda here, Miss Evangeline?
Yeah. What is the nicest thing that someone has done for you during an order?
Nicest thing for me during an order.
Think about that
Yes,
one.
think about that one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I mean, I feel like for my orders, I wouldn't say there's anything that like anything that someone went like super out of their way to do that like really sticks out. I mean, I've had like I had one person that just tipped like 25 buffs like after like one game of Valorant, which is
We like
pretty
that.
ridiculous. I had another guy who like every few orders he would tip me 100 bucks just cuz
Dang.
oh, I mean he also bought me a few games too because he wanted to play them with me, but I didn't have them. And he didn't want he felt bad about making me buy them, so he just buy them for me. So that was actually pretty nice.
Nice.
But
Do
yeah,
you
during an
remember-
order, I don't think there's anything like.
Do you remember what game? One of them?
Let's see. There was there were a few. There was, let's see. Like I think it was like Destiny 2, Forza Horizon 4.
It's Race Bro.
What else was there? He bought me something else. I'm trying to remember what it was. I can't think what else off the top of my head, but I know he bought me like maybe one or two more games after that.
Nice.
But no.
So does your family or like significant other know that you do Epal?
Yeah, my girlfriend does. My family not so much because it's just it's just weird.
Yeah.
For a 29-year-old full-time working professional to tell his very conservative Asian parents that hey mom, that I'm I game with strangers for money. They know I stream, which they laugh about all the time. But I think if I told them about Epal, they'd be like, they would just they would really have a laugh for sure. They'd be like, "Ha, that's really funny," but don't ever tell any of our friends or family that you do that.
Wait, do your parents ever watch your stream?
No. God, if they did, I'd be absolutely screwed. I wouldn't be able to vape. I wouldn't be able to curse. They'd probably
conservative.
They'd probably text me or call me and be like, why do you play online with these little boys and girls? Like, why? You're an old man. Why are you like? So yeah, that would be a big monk ass if they ever actually watch my stream. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Oh man.
And do you ever think about quitting Epal?
I mean, I so when I first started Epal, it was just a joke, and then I started getting momentum, and getting a lot of orders, and that's when like I was spending a lot of time on Epal. So like I was super active in eBase on the Discord, like super active on the chat rooms, making posts, stuff like that. And then after a few months, I just got busy and I stopped being active. So like I would still take orders when people would message me or place an order. But I stopped like prospecting. I stopped like chatting in the Discord. I stopped doing Epal matching, stuff like that. So like right now I'm more so just on taking orders. Like I don't do like I think a lot of my orders used to come from Epal matching back in the day, but now I only take orders when like someone directly messages me or places an order directly with me. So I'm not as active. Yeah, like I have it pulled up all the time just because I always keep like a bajillion tabs open on my PC. But I don't think I'd ever quit, but it's just like more just like in the background,
Like pretty much like a part-time kind of on-call kind of thing, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like I'll like sometimes because I work from home, and as long as I don't have like meetings with clients or internal meetings, I'll game during the day, like on the job, and then sometimes I'll have Epal orders come through, and so I'll do Epal orders while I'm working. So yeah, I had one earlier today actually, but we didn't get to do it because Epal crashed. The site just stopped working. But yeah, I had someone actually message me earlier that wanted to do an eChat order, but we didn't get to do because of the crash. So.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I was trying to get on that site for like a good 30 minutes. I was like, something wrong with my internet? Shit.
Yeah, like like I had someone message me. They're like, "Are you available for eChat?" Like he was in Germany, and then I was like, "Oh, like I'm in a meeting right now, but I'll be done soon." He's like, "Okay, cool. Like I'll just reschedule the order for then." And then my meeting ends, and I'm trying to message him, and I can't. And I refresh, and then just gives me that 503 error, and I was just like, "Well, there goes that order." So,
I see. So, have you ever played with anyone famous before? Like, have you ever played with like, I don't know, Lily Pichu or anyone on League or Valorant?
I've played with Ryan Higa.
Ryan Higa, yeah, he's from here. He's from Hawaii, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's I think the first time you came in, I tried speaking a little Pidgin to you actually. right. But
yeah.
And so yeah, I played with Ryan Higa a few times when he was when he had first started on Twitch. I played a few games of Valorant with him multiple times.
Oh shit!
Okay. I had one game where I went against a bunch of famous people in Valorant. I was playing against I think it was Skara, Disguised Toast, Saikuno, Valkyrie, and someone else. I don't remember who it was. I know I remember I took a screenshot of it. But there's someone else. But it was like a 5-man stack of like a bunch of like the offline TV people, stuff like that.
Okay, I see. Ryan Higa. I remember him like being a YouTuber back in the days. Like, he used to like make music and shit.
Yeah, he would make all those like troll music videos, like "Nice Guys Finish Last." And, yeah, those were definitely the good old days. And the last person was Uni, was who it was. So it was Valkyrie, Uni, Disguised Host, Saikuno, and Skara. Yeah, got to. I remember when I played with Ryan. It was pretty crazy because like I grew up watching Ryan Higa on YouTube, and then being able to play with him was pretty sick, honestly.
Dang, that's awesome, man. So we mentioned the nicest things someone has done for you during your order. What is the weirdest / creepiest thing someone has asked you during an order?
Oh man, I've had a bunch of weird orders. I remember so I've got a few actually that come to mind. So I remember there was one. I think it was like my second or third order. I think it was my third order. This girl ordered me. I think she was close to me too. I think she lived like an hour away from me or something. But she ordered me for, I think it was just eChat. And it got like inappropriate.
Right.
Yeah. Like, I would say stuff, and then they would like just turn it around in like a completely weird way, and like I was still like super new to Epal, right? So I was like, yo, I don't want to like get in trouble. I don't want to like get like have this recorded or like get blacked. Like I don't know what's up with this Epal place. So I was like, I'll just play dumb. So I just played dumb the whole time. And I remember there would be times where like she would like randomly say something like while I'd be talking, she would just like moan. I was just like, I would just ignore it, just like keep talking, stuff like that.
Like a cat is sick in the background. You should check on that.
it was bad. They sent me voice clips on Discord, like using
Oh
some
no.
website, and yeah, it was weird. Another one was recently, so like a few months ago, I had this like this young gay black guy. I think he was in California. Ordered me, and he was pretty chill. The first order, like nothing weird, nothing toxic. And I mean, it was a fun time. And then afterwards, like he would just always be calling me on Discord, like just out of the blue, out of nowhere. Like I'd be like working, or I'd be at the gym, or I'd be eating, or whatever. I'd be like, dude, I'm busy, man. Like, what's up? I'm like, I'm not free right now. And even if I was free, I don't just like answer the Discord call for like people I'm not like close with. It would, like at least give me a heads up. Let me know what's up. Like, what do you want? So, but after a while, and I think he did this to like other people too. But he started like flaming the shit out of me on Discord. He was like, "You think you're too fucking good for me? Like, you think you're better than me or some shit?" Or like, and just started like flaming me, like being super toxic. And I was like, "Yo, I know you're upset right now, dude. Like, I need you to calm down. Like, because if you keep talking like this, man, I'm just gonna block you." And he just kept going and going and going. And I just blocked him. And then like I remember I made a post about it, and a couple other people were like, "Yo, is it this person?" And I was like, I don't want to say who it was, but but it sounds like the person you're talking about, that was very, very similar to my person.
What the
So
fuck?
yeah, that was pretty toxic. Yeah.
Jeez, man. Well, if you have any toxic orders, Goose told me to send him his way. Go ahead, send him his way. Isn't that right, Goose? Goose. Okay. Anyway, so don't tell me he fell asleep, man. Anyway, so if you had one question to ask me, my team, or anything in general to help you improve on Epal, what would it be? Like any question.
Yeah. How do I, if you're tech savvy, how do I change? Like, is there something I can apply to like make myself look like a young, attractive, busty Asian girl? Because I think that would really help with my orders. Actually, I don't know how to do that.
You can
I've tried,
cosplay.
and it just hasn't worked out, and I would need a voice changer also to go with that, because this voice here, it's just not going to sell. Whatever filter I get there. So.
Oh my god!
But yeah, no, I think that would definitely.
Yep.
My orders would definitely go through the roof.
Yep.
There, so.
You'll just go with.
Have you ever thought about cosplaying?
Cosplaying? No, no.
I guarantee you'll probably get orders if you cosplayed for people.
When we say cosplay, do we mean like
you know how box be a ribbon? You can only cosplay girl characters.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I definitely have the boobs for it, that's for sure. And my parents own a beauty supply store, so I can definitely get the wigs for it too, actually. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I guess I just look up some makeup gurus and just just do a quick tuck and I don't know, practice my girl voice.
Oh shit! Oh man! Wait, so you're telling me Box did a cosplay of Riven? Is that what you're saying?
He actually looks adorable.
He also did a Sivir one. Pizza delivery girl Sivir, I think is who it was.
Oh, that was Sneaky.
Oh no, that was Sneaky. You're right. Sneaky did one. Yeah,
there's a bunch of like Twitch streamers who like
do Box's Riven and Sneaky's Sivir is
and Lux.
Just a little disturbing.
And the Sivir really, I mean, he definitely looks better as a girl than he does a guy.
Yeah,
it's like the cute face structure for like girl, especially with like the contouring that his like girlfriend did of the makeup. I swear, you
Yeah.
can catfish the crap out of people with makeup. That's like such a catfish thing.
He actually does look better, I think, as a girl than as a guy. It's just really disturbing. And like he had like the cutoff and everything too. Man,
Okay, something for Sinner to look up later. We got you.
yeah.
All right, where is it? Let me my screen right there. Just there. I don't see it. All right, Ando. So usually for every podcast, usually for every podcast, we like to ask our guests is fan questions. We gathered a whole bunch of questions from them to ask to you. So this one comes from Mr. Josh. What's up, Josh? What's good, man? So he asks, what challenges do you personally face being a male Epal? What kind of challenges do you face as a guy on Epal?
Yeah, I think you know, I you know, alluded to it a little bit before, but I think, you know, as a guy, I think definitely the biggest challenge is just not being a you know, big titty Asian female. You know, that's definitely number one challenge for sure.
Yep.
You know, it's definitely a struggle for you guys out there for sure. You know, with you know, obviously if you look at Epal, like the gap between like an E girl versus like an E guy is just like night and day. You know, like it's not even close.
Yeah.
You know, and the thing is you know, like and realistically, the thing is that, I mean, first of all, Epal has done a like even their original marketing, right, of egirl.gg, you know, like rent an e-girl, buy an e-girl, play with an e-girl, right? Like it's, you know, even though it's not like their main marketing thing anymore, it's like that's where a lot of people came from, right? Especially with like a lot of the famous people that would post YouTube videos and you know, stream it on Twitch where like they were buying e-girls and stuff like that, and also like the people who did it as well, like it was like not just a normal order, it was like very like, you know, ooh woo and all, you know, all that stuff and kind of a little sauce there. So so you have, you know, probably, I don't know, I want to say maybe 60-70% at least of people on Epal that are looking to order someone are usually going to be like you know, guys looking for female company. You know, minimum 60-70%. So like you see like, for example, if you look at posts on Epal, right, like I don't know, maybe like at least once a week you'll see like you see a girl like, oh, thanks so much for like 100 orders or 500 orders or 1,000 orders, you know, or like, oh, like for 100 orders in Just League, or, you know, stuff like that. You will almost like never see a guy, when a guy posts a thank you, it's like, guys, thank you for 5 orders, man, like this is awesome. Like,
Woo! All my supporters out there.
you know, you know, so, you know, they're like, oh, guys, I've been on Epal here for 8 months. Thanks so much for my first order. Shout out to my dad who ordered me, and you know, so it's that's you know, it is honestly a genuine struggle to be a guy in Epal for sure. And I would say that even for a lot of the guys, like I personally have actually never given out a free order. Like all my orders have been paid, but I know for a lot of the guys that I played with, for example, I think I was talking to Skibbs like a while back.
Of course, Skibbs.
I was like, yo, man, I think we were in a chat room actually, and I was like, yo, man, good job on getting orders, because like I remember back when me and him would talk all the time, he would be complaining about like how he didn't have orders. Like he started Epal before me, and then I came, and then he was at like 8 orders for a really long time, and then like I just like shot past 100 really quickly, and he was just like, how are you getting orders, man? And I was like, I don't know, dude. Like, I just hit Epal matching a lot, and they started getting a lot of orders. I was like, dude, good job, man. Like you're like one of the top e-boys on Epal, man. Congrats. He was like, no, dude, like I haven't gotten paid like on any of these orders. They're all free. So you know, I feel like for a lot of guys, they have to do like free orders just to get orders. So and then the price wise too, like if you were to filter categories by the games by price, you'll see everyone, all people in like the $2 to $5 buff range, and you'll see some guys even up to the $10 range, but anything above $10 is like all girls.
Yeah.
And then even in the like 5 to 10 range, like it's pretty much dominated by girls too there. So
Mr. Ren says, I got an over 100 orders in 3 months on Epal. What's your secret, buddy? How much orders did you get within that amount of time, Ando?
I think in my first 3 months, it was probably somewhere around there, probably pretty close, give or take. I think right now I'm at like maybe 170, 180 total orders, I think. Majority of those orders definitely came in the first few months I was on, like when I was super active before I stopped. Like, like making posts and networking and stuff like that. Let's see. Let me take a look actually. Man, I don't know how to navigate Epal anymore, man, with the way they changed everything. Yeah, like can I not see my total orders anymore? Like I have to add them up here.
It's right under your name. So if you looked at your profile, it'll say
like, 175 served. Yeah. I wish, one thing I do wish that they would do on Epal is like if you have a single order, for let's say like 10 games, I feel like that should count for 10 orders and not just one order. You know what I mean?
You're talking about like the quantity thing?
Yeah. So like if I place an order, but I do like, so like I do an order of e-chat with you, but not ordering just 30 minutes. I order like 8 hours. I feel like that should count for 16 orders, not just one order. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because I have a lot where people would put in
quantity.
Like 2 to 5 orders. I had a few where they would put in like they would back order, so they'd pay for like 20 games, and they'd be like, like we'll just play them out whenever, and you can just count it down until I'm at 0. So, but then that still counts as one order. So I feel like that's a little broken. There should be some way to sort of balance
that's why a lot of people end up doing the separate thing where it's like considered boosting. Like I know a lot of the girls ask people, oh, can you put in a separate order instead of doing quantity to just kind of boost their numbers?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It definitely helps for sure that way.
Let's see.
People get weird about that.
So Ren says some of his orders were free, mostly paid though. He says, I don't know, I guess you have to be very sociable to get many orders and a lot of recommendations to get the orders. Okay.
Yeah, I would agree with that for sure. Like it's definitely about networking. You can't just like make an Epal account and then just sit there and then like be waiting for orders to be coming in. You'll just never get orders that way. And the thing is, like Epal's definitely like Twitch, where it's like a momentum game. Yeah. Also, like the more you network and the more orders you get, and the more people you connect with, like the more orders you get too. So the more orders you get, the more orders you get. If that makes sense,
MySpace gaming.
So like, yeah. So like, even just like, like having eStar 2. I mean, I don't know how it works now because I'm not as active, but like definitely before they made all the changes, eStar 2 was like a lot more exposure for sure.
Right.
Than just being like Epal 1, 2, or 3. So.
All right.
I found that like what helped like in the beginning for me was just like making one post a day. Also, just having people see and like click on you. Okay. Like the big success move in the beginning.
Oh, I see. Like Instagram, it's gotta post every day, right? All right. So I got a question this comes from Anonymous. He or she asks, do you teach people how to speak Korean on Epal?
I've had some people actually order me for that and ask, and like it's just like I think firstly, it's like, man, I'm good at Korean, but I'm not like perfect. I'm not like fluent. So like, if you want basics, like, yeah, I can do that. But I think the conflict that I have with that is like, man, a Korean tutor probably charges like, I don't know, man, like 20,
200.
30, $50 an hour, for like a lesson, probably, right?
Damn.
And
Okay.
you're asking me to do 350 for half an hour, so $7 hourly rate to like teach you Korean. Like, I just, that's just not worth. Like, I don't really know if I'm going to be having fun, with that. You know what I mean? So,
Uh-huh.
um, like while I don't do it for the money, like that's not exactly fun to do.
Mhm.
So it's not really something I say I do or anything. Like, I might do maybe like one order, one half an hour order for that to see how it goes, but not really something that like I say I do or really would want to do.
Okay.
Actually, now you can label that as they have a language exchange section now.
Yeah,
Yep.
if I did that, man, I would. Yeah, this 350. But the thing is, like, at that point, it's like you're never gonna get an order for that, especially as a guy anyway. So it's like, there's just no point.
I see. Gotcha. And I have one more question. This is from a very big Epal official. Superfan, what's up? So he basically asks, how has Epal impacted your life?
Honestly, just more friends.
More friends.
Honestly, yeah, for sure. Like, yeah, like a bunch of people, like I said, I talk to like on the daily, like in my Discord server or in DMs. Like I said, and then I'm going to, we're still planning out like the specifics, like the details, but like for this Vegas trip, I think of the like 12 or 13 people that are going, 2, 3, 4, like 5 of them are Epal people. So yeah, honestly, it's just like making friends, being able to like have people to talk to and game with for sure.
Oh, okay. Right on. Okay. At this time, we're going to take Twitch questions in the Twitch chat. So does anybody have a good question for Mr. AndoPanda? Go ahead and ask Mr. AndoPanda a question. Anything you would like to ask, as long as it's appropriate. Go ahead and type it. Go ahead and type it out in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. I'll take anything. What do you feel like your fans are going to ask you here, Mr.
If it's
Arza?
also if it's inappropriate, just send the question via DM with a picture with a selfie attached.
Okay.
I'll respond there at my description. I'm kidding.
Go ahead and ask Arza. Your
Arza
friends
only asks inappropriate questions.
Yeah, you're Ando's friend, so you can just go ahead and ask if you like. I don't know. Just don't. No. You know what I'm saying? All right, man. So you have any more people in this chat that you know personally? Ando? Let me see the chat.
I don't think so. I mean, I know Ren. He came into my Twitch stream a while ago, and then ours I've known for. It's been a long time. I think we met for a couple years ago. Would I strip for the same price I do on Epal?
That's so cheap.
$350. That's like. Can I get a sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddle for that? I don't think I can. I think it's like $3.99. Maybe not the same price. Maybe a little bit more. I have to get at least like breakfast.
For half an hour?
For half an hour?
It's like, don't you charge per half hour?
That's true. You wouldn't last the half hour though. It's okay.
I just got the goods, man.
I got that.
Nobody
I got that magic mic.
Tipped $100.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh
right.
shit.
No, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
no, for definitely not. That's also on the wrong website as well. There's for sure. Those are late night hours, you know.
Yeah. Oh gosh. I see. So Ren asks, "How do I get a voice like yours, Ando?"
Um, I mean, apparently, just smoking a lot of cigarettes and vaping. I guess I don't know. I don't know. Like, and the thing is, like, I really like. I mean, I just have like I'm very like talkative, like high energy person.
Mhm.
And I think my voice usually reflects that. My voice is usually pretty energetic. I think I talk pretty quickly as well. Um, and the funny thing is, like, I have so there's another voice that I do, which is my like when I'm not comfortable with people. So like I call it my formal voice. So and it's funny because I'll tell you a funny story actually from college. So
All right, let's hear it.
my freshman year of college, um, I was out on the patio of my dorm smoking a cigarette, and I had some. There were like these other guys, these three, this other guy that was smoking, and he came up to me, just started just making conversation. It's college, everyone's trying to socialize and make friends, and so I used my like in my formal voice, like the voice I use that I'm not comfortable with. So that one's a bit deeper. So he comes over to they came in, what's going on? I'm like, oh hey, what's up? And we just start talking, and I'm and so the whole time during the entire conversation, I'm just talking like this, right? And then very early in the conversation, he goes, "Oh shit, man! Like, dude, you got a deep ass voice for an Asian guy," and he was also Asian. He was like, "You got a deep ass voice for an Asian guy, man." And I was like, "Oh, thanks, I guess." And it's so funny because I would always see him right out on the patio smoking, right. And the thing is like I'd see him, but I couldn't keep talking like this to my friends. So like I would just either like be quiet or I started. And I remember one time maybe like a week later or something like that, I saw him and he was with like I don't know if they were. I think they were his floor mates. From the dorm, but he brings over like these three other guys, and they're like, "Yo, guys, this is the dude with the deep ass Asian voice I was telling you about, right?" And so now I have to build my lie out, like I have to like I'm in too deep. I can't back out, and so I'm just like, oh, like, hey, what's up, guys? Yeah, I'm Andrew, and so now there's four guys on campus that all think I have this super deep voice, and I can't let them hear me talk normally, and it's just like I'm in too deep. I feel yeah, but yeah, I don't know why I do that. I just
Did they ever find out?
No, never. I was committed. I was straight up committed. Like I would
Forever the deep voice guy.
Yeah, I remember there were times I'd see them like when I was drunk, like at a party, and like I'd still like would switch my voice over. But yeah, I was I don't know why I do that, but it's just something I naturally do. Like I don't do it as much anymore, but definitely like in college, high school, I did that all the time. Like if I saw someone I didn't know or someone I wasn't really like friends with, I would like, or even answering questions in class. Sometimes I talk like that. So
I see. Usually, when I come across like an older gentleman or an older lady, I'd be like, "Yes, sir," "No, sir," "Yes, ma'am," "No, ma'am." I would use their title and be like, "Okay." I get fucking nervous. That's who I am.
Dude, I did that when I was young for sure. And then I don't know. I stopped. I don't know why I stopped. But when I was younger, I used to call anyone and everyone older than me, like sir and ma'am. And like really old people loved it. Like the grandpas and grandmas, dude, they loved it. They were like, "Oh man, he's so respectful. He's such a nice little Asian boy. What a nice young man." But
Oh, man.
I don't know. I don't know why I stopped. Honestly, I remember
like,
one time I did it to
too
this.
respectful.
Yeah, no, I remember I did it to this one old black lady. I remember really well because I remember she was just like, "Your parents raised you right," and I was just like, "Thank you, ma'am." Just, oh, I love it. Just,
Awesome.
Okay.
All right. So, anyone have? I'll take one more question for the Twitch chat. Go ahead and ask a question, whatever you like. For those of you who are just joining us and you click that mature audience says only, it is what it is. We'll just ask questions and whatever. But yeah.
So actually, a funny story on Arzatil's comment where he says like you fake it for like 2 years and then on your false retirement you reveal that it was a fake accent. So that's like an inside joke because so for the first like year and a half or so of when I was streaming, I actually did a fake accent the entire time.
A fake accent.
Never went out of character. Yeah. I'm talking about like some of my closest friends, like online friends, thought I had this accent. And I remember when I quit streaming, when I took a break, I told everyone it was fake. And like, it's funny because when I first started doing the accent, everyone was like, "Oh, dude, that's the fake accent." But then people just accepted it. And then when I quit, and I revealed like, "Oh, guys, it was fake. This is my real voice." Everyone was like, "No, it's not, dude. Like, this is the fake accent. Like, this is not your normal voice. The other one's your normal voice. This is a
Can we
fake
hear
voice."
the accent?
Yeah, so I do a lot of accents actually, but the one I used for streaming, and the reason I did it was because like I just did it to like be different, like that, I don't want to say wow factor, but like something that sets you aside, something that differentiates you. But it was like a mix between an Australian and a British accent, a little bit.
Right.
Okay.
So like when I'd be playing games and like streaming, just talking like in voice chats with people, like I would just talk like this, and so it's not like it's not really strong like an Australian accent, but it's also not as posh as a British accent either.
That's pretty good.
So it's like something that was just a little bit of a mix in between the two, and I would just talk like this, like every day on stream for like 2 years. Right, I just talked like this all the time, and I just told people that like, "Oh, dude, I was born with the accent. I wasn't born in the UK or Australia. Like my parents were born in Korea, and they've lived in the US, my whole life." And it would just trip people out. It was like just like a surprise for a lot of people, and that's how people remembered me. They're like, "Oh, yeah, that's the guy with the Asian. That's the Asian guy with the accent,
the deep
but not
accent."
the Asian accent."
It needs to be deeper too.
Oh man! So can you do a can you do a Hawaiian Pidgin accent? Let's hear your
dude. I wish I could, man. Hawaiian Pidgin sounds, dude. Pidgin just sounds so cool, man. Like I like, dude, just freaking like just Tito, man. Tito from Rocket Power, bro.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh my god, dude. Tito, the way Tito talks is just so cool, man. Like
Gibraltar from Apex, bro.
Like I have a few friends that lived like people I met through Twitch that were from Hawaii, and it's just like like I wish I could do it, like just like speak Pidgin with that Hawaiian accent, dude. Just like I remember like I was looking up like Pidgin slang, like Pidgin, like Pidgin words. And
Yeah.
I remember looking at I tried to do it. My Hawaiian friend was just like, "Dude, stop! Never do that again." But I remember like I just looked it up, and I would just be like, "Hey, how's it, brother? On the way to time?"
No.
Like,
No.
and they'd be like, "Dude, fucking stop! Don't ever do that again. Dude. Like, don't ever come to Hawaii." Like, yeah. I think my most used accents are like Australian, British, Vietnamese, Indian. I think my Vietnamese one is probably the funniest. But I don't ever do it when there are Vietnamese people around.
Yeah,
it's just like it's just like I mean, I personally I think it's just a really fun accent. But like I don't think I've ever heard in my life like, "Oh man, the Vietnamese accent is a really beautiful, attractive accent." Not saying that it can't be, but I've just never heard that. So it's the same thing with the Indian accent, right? Usually when people are
What do
doing
you
a Vietnamese
mean?
or
That's
Indian
so
accent,
sexy. I love when I get telemarketers calling me.
it's free.
I don't even gotta pay anymore. Like,
that's what I was about to say. It's free for you, right? You don't even have to call into the
like,
hotline anymore.
Really? Is my Amazon account? Please tell me more about this.
No, what about my car warranty? Yeah.
Oh man! So Evangeline, let's hear your best Hawaiian Pidgin accent. Go for it.
Oh gosh, no. I haven't been like hanging out with people locally in so long that like my pigeon is so bad now.
Uh,
No, it's gonna be as bad as his.
oh, bruh.
Bruh, you know the kind, you know the kind.
Oh, yeah, I know the kind. Hey,
Yeah.
what's up? Oh, yeah, bruh. What kind, bruh? Oh, soup,
fucking
bruh. You know what I mean?
Cherry.
Fucking hammer, bruh.
Raja.
Fuck, I went to McDonald's the other day. Oh, bruh, I ate this cheeseburger, bruh. Fuck, it was good, bruh. You know, fuck a hammer, bruh. Fucking hammer, you know. He's going like that.
I love Pidgin. I love Pidgin, dude, because like it's just like there's always these moments where like you're just like, dude, those aren't words. You're just mumbling like like you're just mumbling at that point, man. Like you know, like it's like you can there are intelligible words for like 60-70% of that sentence, and then like there's a good 30% where it just sounds like they're having a stroke and like they're trying to say the words, but they're not completing the words, and they're just like jumbled. But it's like I feel like I know what you're saying, but I don't actually know like what you're saying.
I think my favorite thing is like when the old aunties, like you help like an old auntie and they're like, "Oh, thank you, bebe." Like I think that's my favorite thing ever. It's like when an old lady calls you bebe, and like in the Hawaiian like code is so nice. I'm like, "Oh, I feel better now."
Or honey girl.
I just think I think first of all, the kind is like just the most like abstract thing like ever. Like I remember I had a Hawaiian friend. I was like, "Yo, what is?" Like, I remember looking up the kind on Google, and I asked my Hawaiian friend, I was like, "Yo, what is the kind?" He was like, "Oh, it's just like a Hawaiian phrase, you know, like you just use it for anything." And I was like,
"It's the kind."
So I can just say like, "Oh, you're going to the kind." He's like, that's not really how you use it, man. Like, that's not. I was like, okay, so what do you mean? Like, you know the kind? He's like, yeah, that's better. And he's like, you can use it like that. I'm like, what about, did you see the kind yesterday? He's like, no, dude, that's not. What are you doing, man? I was just like, dude, there's no definition. He's like, how am I supposed to know how to use this? Like, I feel like at this point, you're just arbitrarily saying like whether like I can use it like that or not. And then I think.
It's like a in the moment kind of thing, man.
I don't get it. Man. I think another one. I think I remember one of my what they said was if can, if no can, no can. I was just like,
yep.
I love that.
I was like, that is so dumb, but that is my favorite. Like that's the best. Dude. Like it's just like what? If can, if no can, no can. Like
my favorite is also when they're celebrating or you did something nice and like, yeah, you.
Oh yeah, you. Oh yeah.
You just hear it from like across wherever, like across the room. You just hear somebody screaming it. It's the best, and you're like, yeah, I like that.
Yep. After every word or after every sentence, you go so like, oh yeah, I just crossed the street over there. Ow. You say that after every sentence. Be like, oh, Sabu, how you doing, eh? You get the face motion going on too, like, eh. Yeah.
The face kills me.
But if your friends from Hawaii ever, if your friends from Hawaii ever tell you to say this to like some big Samoan guy, don't do it. So the phrase is "Sop, you fucker." Yeah, don't say that.
I feel like it would be really easy to talk someone into saying that if you say it really slowly.
Yep.
Like you know, like instead of saying it like all at once, be like, oh yeah, let me teach you how to say something, man. So saw you like just say it really slowly and break it down. I feel like some people wouldn't know what it is.
Shit. But yeah, if you guys want to learn more Pidgin, I'm gonna be posting up some Hawaiian Pidgin pretty soon, just for shits and giggles to see what I get. Anyways, all right.
Okay,
so
a question.
Mr. Ren had a question for you. He asks, have you ever faced racism or discrimination before in your life?
Oh, for sure. All the time. Yeah, absolutely. So So growing up, I grew up in the hood. I grew up in the ghetto. I was like one of 3 non-black kids at my school. My neighborhood was like broken into, like had B&Es or like shootings like once a month. Like
Holy
it's just
shit! Okay.
always like police sirens and ambulances and fire trucks going off. And I remember one of my next door neighbor, who was coincidentally like one of my best friends at my school, was a white guy. So one of the other like 3 kids that wasn't black at my school. And
Damn.
and like at first, like I didn't really get bullied that much because they're like, "Ah, you're a minority with us." but those white kids, man, they're not with us, man. Like, and so they would bully the white kids, and they would, for the most part, leave me alone. But then they're bullying like my best friend. So like, man, I remember me and him would get into a lot of like arguments and fights because they pick on him, and I was like his only friend, and he was like my only friend. So, and then after a while, when my parents did better financially, I went to a private school where it flip flopped. I was now one of like 5 or 6 like non-white kids in the entire school. And I remember one time, my mom would always pack me lunch, like Korean food or sushi or stuff like that. And so I remember I finished my meal, like we had lunch, I finished my meal, and then my teacher saw me and was like, "Oh my God, are those chopsticks?" I'm like, yeah. And she's like, and then she drags me to the front of the class, calls everyone around, is like, everyone come around, like watch this. And she pours goldfish out onto her table, and she's like, "Can you like go ahead and eat that with your chopsticks? Everyone watch this."
What?
I was just like, what the fuck? You had never seen someone eat with chopsticks before? And
Only in private school.
Yeah, it was a private school, like I said, like all white people, and they just thought it was like the most like exotic like thing
You're so
like
talented.
ever. Yeah, but those are just a few to name. I mean, like growing up, I worked at my parents' store, at the beauty supply store, so I know a lot about hairs and wigs and cosmetics and stuff like that. But man, we would always get like everyone was just like racist because like and like even when they would give me compliments, it would be like racist. Like I remember one I like on multiple occasions I would have people be like, your English is so good.
Oh.
And I remember like and my default response eventually became, "Oh, thanks, yours too." Like because I was just like, what do you expect, man? I was born here. Like
Yeah.
like oh, you want to me speak like this? I want to speak like my parents. Oh, sorry. Like yeah, motherfucker, I was born here, man. Like of course my English is good, dude. It's better than yours, dude. You don't even speak proper grammar, man. Like you don't use the words correctly. Like and like even the Hispanic people that would come in, because like I took Spanish in high school and college. Even they would be like, they would say things. Like I remember they'd be like talking on the phone, and they'd be talking in Spanish, and they would be like, "Oh yeah, like I'm at the beauty supply store, the Chinese one on the corner." And then like like I'd yell at them like in Spanish back, like, "Oi, so coreano de sur, no chino." And I'd ask them like, "Are you Mexican? Are you Mexican? No, you're Guatemalan? Oh, that's weird." Like 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 all in Spanish, but I would just like flame them back. Like I would just but as the older I got, like I just got sick of it, man.
Yeah.
And I would just always like be super snippy back to them about that kind of stuff. I just didn't put up with it. And then there were definitely more like serious discriminations for sure, like things like at work or like people trying to pick fights at bars or stuff like that for sure. So but yeah, honestly, in like Virginia is not like super, it's weird because like there's pretty good like Asian communities in Virginia, but then there's still like just a lot of people like not, I don't know, like familiar or comfortable with like Asians, I guess. Like there's still like a lot of racism. So
yeah, I remember I went to cook school in Fort Lee, Virginia. I saw nothing but white people, dude. It's like, whoa, and they just look at me funny, like I don't belong here. Like, Jesus Christ, man, this is fucked up.
Oh, dude, all the Asian people, because of that, all the Asian people, dude, they live in like the same neighborhood. Like it's just, like even if there's like, it doesn't matter if there's only like 20 of them or like, like 200 of them, or whatever in a city. Like they all either like live in the same neighborhood, or they keep to themselves, and they gather like for whether it's a night out or like a church or like whatever. Like all the Asian communities are like super close for sure.
Let's see. All right. Okay. So that's the last questions we'll be taking today. Now it's time to move on to the game segment. So this game segment, we're gonna
Game.
yeah. Have you ever heard of One Gotta Go? So One Gotta Go is basically we'll give you a list of 4 options. So you're gonna choose one of them to permanently leave your life forever. Okay.
Ooh.
All right. So the first one here is gonna be alcoholic beverages. You're a drinker, right? Okay, good. All right. So option 1, soju. Option 2, whiskey. Option 3, sake. Option 4, vodka.
Oh,
Which-
sake for sure, easily. Yeah, hands down, without a doubt.
Damn. Okay, that was fucking fast.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
because here's the thing: whiskey is just okay, but I like scotch, man. I love scotch. Big
Yeah,
scotch guy.
I'm a whiskey guy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you got that Jack Daniels? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I like scotch. I like scotch because a couple things, or a few things. Number one, back when I was a mortgage banker, like my my marketing director and my branch owner were big cigar smokers, and they got me into it. And so I love having scotch with cigars because it seems so elegant and so cool, man. I feel like a man.
Oh hell yeah!
I mean, hold on. Let me elaborate. First of all,
feel like a
I
real
always feel
man.
like a man. But I feel like a manly man. Like I feel like a man's man. Like when I'm out on the balcony or out on the porch or something, or the patio, like I've got a nice cigar. Like I actually have my cigar box right here,
Nice.
with a nice glass of scotch. It just feels so like I don't know, man. I feel like a man's man. I also feel like a rich man's man. Like
Classy. Feel classy, right?
I feel dude. I feel super classy. I feel like oh, sometimes I'll even throw in the crossed leg like this, dude. Like when I'm smoking a cigar, having a glass of scotch. And then not to mention,
outside.
dude, I love ice balls.
Ice balls.
Okay, yeah, and I don't mean like Frosty the Snowman's. Like I'm talking about like those giant like solid ice balls, man. I love those. Like I use those for I don't use ice cubes anymore. I only use those. It looks super cool in a glass of scotch, and I use it for like sweet tea, Diet Coke, water, man, you name it.
Okay.
Yeah. But and then vodka, I've always loved vodka. Soju, I'm Korean, man. That's like saying give up water. So it's definitely the sake that needs to go for sure.
Okay, so sake for Mr. AndoPanda. What about you, Evangeline? Which one has to go?
Okay.
Soju,
So
whiskey?
it's gotta be out of these vodka. Easy.
Vodka.
I used to drink vodka a lot, but it started giving me tummy aches, and even if I have just like a little sip, like my stomach can't handle it. So I'll drink anything else. Like my favorite is not even on here. It's tequila and rum.
Ooh,
Tequila is good.
yes, I love
Like
tequila.
tequila and rum, and those are my favorites. So
Okay, I see. Okay, so vodka for Miss Evangeline. I would personally have to
vodka.
say, yeah, I like vodka too. I'm sorry, man. I'm gonna have to.
No.
I'm gonna say it's a hard choice between soju and sake because okay, I'm gonna go sake because I don't like soju and sake. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to choose one. Okay, so sorry.
Dude, a sake is just, first of all, like warm alcohol is just like such a weird feeling. And sake also like, unless you get really good quality sake, dude, like cheap sake just smells like ass. Like I worked at a Japanese hibachi steakhouse for a while, dude. And our thing was like, people would order sake all the time. I don't know if it's because they actually like the sake. If they're like, oh, like I'm super cultured, man. Like I'm eating sushi and Japanese hibachi. Like I'm gonna have sake with it too. Like I don't know, man. But they would always order sake, and so we had like this dispenser that would keep the sake warm, and we just poured it in one of those traditional sake bottles. And it just never smelled good. So I was like, I don't ever like want to deal with this.
Yeah, I don't like the smell of sake, man. I don't know.
The smell is awful, man. It's so bad. I don't know why you would like you smell that and you're like, yeah, I should put this in my mouth, dude.
Yeah, like whiskey.
Soju though. Soju is good, dude. It's like sugar water. If you mix it with beer, it's also good.
It smells good, actually. Oh yeah,
dude, whiskey and scotch smell good, dude.
Yeah,
like
I love
there's so many flavors in it, dude. Oh yeah. Not to mention like how it's aged, dude. Like if it's in like a like a sherry or like a cherry oak, whatever, like casket, like the smells are so good.
Oh yeah, dude. Still bound by Jack Daniel Distillery, Lynchburg, Tennessee, USA. Hoo-wee. Okay, my favorite, my choice would have to be sake because, fuck, I just don't like the smell of it. It's fucking gross, dude. It's like you gotta when you're trying to eat something or drink something, it's the smell, the look. Well, it's using all your senses basically, except hearing. Can't really hear the food itself, but yeah. Okay. All right. Oh yeah, we can hear that.
Oh yeah, man, that's the stuff, dude. The way this pours,
it's like ASMR shit right there. Just oh shit. All right, Evangeline, go ahead and ask the next one.
All right, so one gotta go. John Wick movies, Fast and Furious, Star Wars, or James Bond movies?
This is
honestly Fast and Furious. Fast and Furious. Yeah,
they made way too many of those movies.
Right, here's the thing.
Is it like a 9?
John Wick is
the shit.
Yeah, I mean, John Wick is just. First of all, dude, Keanu Reeves is a god among men. Okay,
yep.
Like first, let's get that out of the way. But John Wick is just so fucking badass, dude. The movies are made so well. The action scenes are so good. They like have like other like famous action stars come in, right? It's just made so well.
Yes.
And it's probably like
his dog.
The dog, the dog. Like, and it's probably like one of the most realistic like combat and like gun scenes like in it as well. So I think that's pretty cool. With James Bond, James Bond is just a classic, man. Like, I mean, you're talking about James Bond movies, you're talking about Sean Connery, you're talking about Pierce Brosnan, you're talking about Daniel Craig. I mean, like, it's so timeless, man. It's classic, dude. Like, you can talk to someone that's like 60, 70 years old about James Bond and still like Bond over, dude. Like, even Bond over it. Even like the old like Bond movies are still classics. Like, they're so good.
Yes.
Not to mention we probably would have never had Austin Powers without James Bond. So like that's another thing. Dude, Fast and Furious.
Is that a treasure?
What? Treasure? Austin Powers? Yeah, Austin Powers is definitely a treasure for sure. Definitely next to Shrek, best Mike Myers films for sure. But Fast and Furious, man, it's just like, first of all, dude, let's talk about like okay, the pros, man. Like, pretty much the only pro, dude, is
family.
Really Paul Walker, dude. That's realistically, like, to me, like one of the only pros, dude. Like, I mean, it's cool that they stack the cast with just like fucking, Dwayne Johnson, Vin Diesel, Paul Walker. They had
Michelle Rodriguez,
Gal Gadot. They had Jason Statham. They had like all kinds of people come in, right? Which is pretty cool. Yeah. But first, it's one of those things where it's like, man, it's just like, first of all, family, right? That's sin number one. Family. Sin number two is just like the ridiculous stunt things, like you talk about John Wick, like realistic, like fight scenes and shooting scenes. Fast and Furious is like, oh, dude, we're gonna launch this plane off of the building, like crash into this helicopter, jump off of the helicopter, hang onto one of the rotating chopper blades, land onto this building, run down the side of the building while still staying like completely parallel with the ground, and then at the end just jump up and defy gravity and be okay. And then after that, we're just gonna like take a tank and fly it off of a bridge to the other side. That's a 300-foot jump, and we're gonna be okay. Like what? Like come on, man. Like I know it's a movie, but like it's just not realistic at all. And it's also like just one of those things where it's like, it's like these movies keep coming out, and it's like
the same shit.
I
right?
honestly, genuinely think people are only going to watch it because it's like, oh, dude, I watched the first 5. I have to watch the 6. Oh, I've watched the first 6. I have to watch the 7. Like, and it's like, like they can't help themselves. Like they watch it because they feel like, dude, I can't. Like I already watched 8, dude. How can I not watch the 9th?
I'm in too deep.
Oh yeah, I'm in too deep. I can't pull out. My pull-out game is not strong enough for this. And then also like I dude, I held a big grudge against Fast and Furious also after Tokyo Drift, dude.
Yeah.
Like, the main guy, I hated that actor so much, dude. Like first of all, dude, like just ugly. He's got like this giant ass forehead that like sticks out, and just like this like really like ugly like country accent, like redneck country accent in Tokyo, dude. Like
DK, what's that? Donkey Kong. Let's drift.
Like it's just so bad, man. Like why would you do that? Why why does he have to be country, man? Like it's not like,
man.
it's not even like Tokyo is like, mind blown by like country. I don't know, dude. Like why not just pick like a normal American person? I don't know. For me, dude, it's definitely Fast and Furious for sure. It's out of there. Get out.
Okay. What about you, Evangeline?
For me, I haven't even watched more than the first movie. That's only because the first movie I only saw it because somebody ordered me for it.
Oh, for real?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh man. For Fast and Furious, you mean?
Yeah.
Dang. Okay.
I know there's like 9 of them now.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 9th one I think like just came out or is coming out. I don't know.
Gotta see it on Ando.
Gotta watch it. You have to complete the series, man.
I'm pretty sure they know too. That's the thing. I think they know that people are only watching it because they need to finish it. They're like, dude, let's keep breaking them out. We got like 3 million people that are into deep, dude. They'll definitely watch it. And they'll bring like family or dates and friends or something to watch it with them. I don't know, man. I hate it.
Oh shit, man. Okay. So Fast and Furious for you two. Okay. Well, I love John Wick without a doubt. Star Wars. I am a huge Star Wars fan. James Bond. James Bond. It's a little. I don't know, man. There's only a few James Bond movies I like. Like GoldenEye. That was a shit. Anything with like Pierce Brosnan and Sean Connery. And then I don't know. I just didn't like the other James Bonds. I'm sorry.
Really? But dude, James Bond, man, is just again, dude. He's a man's man, dude.
Yeah.
We're talking about alcohol. We're talking about suits. We're talking about sexy cars, sexy girls, gambling, shooting. Like,
yes. But at the same time, I'm getting kind of tired of Fast and the Furious shit, dude. Like it went from like being racing to like, yeah, let's drift. We go drift. I'm the DK now, this and that, and now it's like fucking, I don't know, like Michael Bay movie, like explosions and fucking flying cars, and I'm like, I can't stand this shit no more. So,
what did you think about the Samoan scene though? From when with The Rock, when like he was like, "We're going home." It's like all these Samoan guys and against like the army. I thought that was pretty badass. Honestly, I kind of like that. Like pretty unrealistic, but still really badass.
Which one was that?
Was that 6 or 7?
Oh, I never watched it.
Oh, dude, it's pretty sick because the Rock is like Samoan.
So you are in deep.
Me,
Yeah,
I'm in too deep. I'm in too deep. I can't. Like I said, my pullout game is too weak for this. But yeah, there's the scene where like they go back, and it's just like he calls them like his family and friends, and like it's just like 20 jacked like Samoan guys with all these like tattoos, and then they just fight with like spears and like like fucking sledgehammer, like stones tied to like rocks or sticks, like shit like that. But it was pretty badass though. I kind of liked it. But
Damn. One word. Family. But yeah, Fast and Furious has to go for me. I'm sorry. Sorry for anyone who was up in here. Who's this? That was Hobbs and Shaw.
oh, it was Hobbs and Shaw. Yeah, no, I think that's
Oh.
right. It was Hobbs and Shaw.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we don't like Fast and Furious past Tokyo Drift. Anything after that was like, it was kind of,
Yeah, I agree with that.
yeah. But yeah.
I would also second the James Bond movies. I've never really been a fan of either.
Oh.
Don't care about them.
I feel like I don't know very many females that are James Bond
I
fans.
mean, they're just like, they're like whatever to me. Like I'd rather watch Austin Powers because it's funny. Like, rather than watch a James Bond movie.
I
to
think
be fair, you would have never had them without, James Bond. So paving the way.
He's the epitome of spy movies.
Come on, you can't get over that chest hair.
Yes.
I don't know, dude. The boobs in Austin Powers, specifically Fat Bastard.
What? Bastard!
Have you ever done a Scottish accent? From watching.
I eat because I'm fat, and I'm fat because I eat.
Shit.
Dude, Austin Powers, treasure, absolute treasures.
Yeah, they gotta remake it, man. Oh, may have a sequel, definitely. All right, okay, Mr. AndoPanda. So this is the time for trivia questions, where you have your chance to earn 10 extra buffs. Basically, we're gonna give you 2 minutes to answer as much questions as you can. If you don't know the answer to the question, go ahead and say skip, and we'll come back to the question after all the other questions has been answered. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm always ready.
Open up
ready,
Google.
Always hard.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Right here, just always hard, never soft. That's my logo. Yeah. All right. Okay. So, Ms. Vangelie, go ahead and start up the 2-minute timer. You have it up right now?
Okay, I'm ready. Yeah.
Okay. As soon as I finish saying the first question, go ahead and click start on it. Okay. So, all right, here we go. You got Google open up, by the way.
Wait, are you serious?
You can if you want, man. I'm pretty sure.
No.
I'm pretty sure.
This is all, dude. Big brain.
Okay,
I'm pretty here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, no, dude, no Google for me.
I'm not about that life.
Okay, all right, here we go. You ready, man? So
Absolutely.
this is basically going to be general questions that it's nothing too hard to the point where you're gonna be like, what is that? But it's gonna be, you're gonna definitely think about it. Okay, here we go. Here's the first question. I'm gonna bombard you with these questions as soon as we have 2 minutes. So I want you to get all 10 of them right. 2 minutes.
No pressure.
No pressure. I'll give you 10 buffs after. Don't worry about it, man. Okay.
It's rigged. It's rigged to begin with. I love it. That's my favorite kind of game.
Let's get it. All right, here we go. So, all right. What is the tallest mountain in the world?
Mount Everest.
What is 10 times 10?
100.
What language is primarily spoken in Brazil?
Brazilian. Portuguese? Wait, fuck. Is it not Brazilian? I don't know. Shit. I don't know. I'll stick with Brazilian.
Who sang the song Thriller?
Michael Jackson.
What is the biggest planet in our solar system?
Dude, why the fuck do I not know that? Fuck, Saturn? I don't know. Fuck.
Okay. Which horoscope sign has a crab?
Is that Cancer?
Which American president appears on a $1 bill?
George Washington?
How many points are a touchdown worth in American football?
Well, technically 7 with the extra point, 6 without.
6. Okay. Who founded Microsoft?
Bill Gates.
Who is the first Native American Disney princess?
Is that
Are you
Pocahontas?
princesses?
I don't know if Pocahontas counts as a princess. I don't know. I'm going with Pocahontas though.
Pocahontas. Okay, that's time. All right, let's go
Damn,
over
we
the
have plenty of
questions.
time left.
How much time?
You have 40 seconds left.
Wow, that's
Let's go.
impressive. That's impressive. Okay.
Wait,
so,
what did I get wrong?
okay, so let's go over the questions.
Okay.
All right. Evangeline, you want to go over the first 2 for us?
Okay. Yeah, because I also kept track of which ones are right.
Okay.
So-
All right. Go ahead and go review it if you
Got
want.
tallest mountain in the world, Mount Everest. You got that right. And of course, 10 times 10. You got that right.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. What kind of dude? I don't know
Go.
if we've had Asians on here before. man.
Yeah, we
Yeah, you better watch. He answered that so fast too. It's just like instinct.
Dude, math. I am a true Asian when it comes to math. Man. Like in my at work, dude. I am the calculator. Man, like my boss would be like, oh, we need this many units, or like this plan is this, we need to hit this much money, like if we have this much, like what is AP, what is that? I just do the math for him. And he never doubts it either. Like I'm pretty sure I could give him a wrong answer, he would still have 100% confidence in me.
Shit. You know what the funny thing is? I'm so sorry, but we asked someone a simple math question and got that shit wrong, and we just tried to hold it. I'm sorry. If you're watching this, I'm sorry, but I'm Asian and I'm terrible at math, but I knew that answer. Like, come on. Okay. Anyways, go ahead repeat the rest of it.
And then, what language is primarily spoken in Brazil? You said Brazilian, and then you said Portuguese. It's
Is
Portuguese.
it Portuguese? I knew it was
Yeah.
Portuguese. God damn it. I knew it. As soon as I said Brazilian, I was like, wait, no, I'm
And
pretty
then,
sure
and
it's
then you're like,
Portuguese.
no, I'm just gonna go with Brazilian. And I was like, that's why I started giggling. I was like, yeah, the right answer.
Damn.
And who sang the song Thriller? Come on.
Oh, this is
Has anyone gotten that one wrong?
I didn't ask anyone that question, but
Okay.
by God, if they get that one wrong, they're not our age.
That'd be awful.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's Michael Jackson, correct? Yep.
Yeah, that one's easy. Yeah. Then what is the biggest planet in our solar system? I forgot what you said. You
I
didn't
think I said
say
Saturn.
You said Saturn. Okay.
Is it Uranus?
No.
Are you sure? Uranus is pretty big.
That's a lot of cake for a planet.
Is it Jupiter?
I'm gonna orbit that bitch. It's Jupiter.
God damn it, I knew it was Saturn or Jupiter.
Which horoscope sign has a crab? You got that one correct. It's Cancer.
Mhm.
This one I hope no one ever got wrong. Which American president appears on a $1 bill? You're actually being crazy. You got that right.
Imagine
George
someone is just so rich. They're like, they're $1 bills.
Wait, I
You mean
imagine
100?
that one also would be hard for like people who are not in America as well. Yeah.
Oh
Like,
yeah, that's right.
a lot of like non-American Epals as well.
Yeah,
That's true. That's true.
because I wouldn't know
Like-
like a French president or.
How many
It's
tacos is that?
Oh man. Okay.
How many points are a touchdown worth in American football? Answer is 6. You got that right. And then who founded Microsoft? You got that. It's Bill Gates. And then
Gates,
who's the
yep.
first Native American Disney princess? I'm like, come on, Andy got to know his princesses. Got it right. It's Pocahontas.
Yes,
'Cause
sir.
technically, she's just, the daughter of the chief, man. It's not a.
Yep. All right.
So I was racking my brain for new Disney princesses. I was like, is there a new one that came out? I was like,
Moana? No, definitely not.
God, Moana was good.
Yeah, I love Moana.
The songs in Moana are just too good.
You're welcome. Love that shit. With the rock. Okay, so during this very first dual minute trivia questions section without Goose. I'm sorry, where are you, Goose? Come back, buddy. We miss you. Mr. AndoPanda has earned. Yeah, I don't know where Goose went, man. First time he just left mid-show, but anyways, Mr. AndoPanda has earned himself 8 out of 10 buffs acquired. He did not get your anus right. I mean, Jupiter. But yeah,
I may not have gotten Jupiter right, but I'll get your anus all day long.
Oh yeah.
You better order him today. Only $3.50.
That's 30 minutes, ladies and gentlemen.
Before prices go up. Don't worry, we can use the other 29 minutes to just talk.
Oh shit. Oh shit. What was that noise? Did you just slam your girt on the table? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just
I was just pulling up some over-the-counter medicine, if you know what I mean.
It's just went like that. Just went like that. Just ooh. Oh shit. All right, Mr. AndoPanda. I'm glad you came out and did this podcast with us, man. We had a real great time. Real quick, tell everyone your social medias, what your Epal name is, and I will link everything in the description down below and on the Twitch chat. The floor is all yours, man.
Yeah, man. I don't know what my socials are. I just know pretty much on everything, either AndoPanda or AndoPanda820.
Okay.
That's literally it for I think every single one of my socials. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Mr. AndoPanda is on epal.gg. For those of you who don't know what epal.gg is a site where you can hire people play video games with you or talk or learn languages or whatever you want to do on there. That's listed. But ladies and gentlemen, this is not OnlyFans. This is not, this is not Pornhub. There's nothing not safe for work here. No, not safe for work allowed at epal.gg. And anyways, again, Mr. AndoPanda, appreciate you spending time with us. Thank you to my co-host, Miss Evangeline. It's a pleasure having you on the show as guest co-host today.
Yo. Good to be here.
Yeah. And Mr. Goose, it's the first time I had to do one without him. You fell asleep, didn't you? Anyways, Mr. Goose, it's all right. We're good. We'll hop in the next one. And in the next episode, we will have an established Epal with over 300 orders. And we will probably have another Epal official on within the next 5 episodes. Who would it be? We'll see. Ooh. Okay. All right. So this is Sinner of epal.gg. Well, I'm not an official, but Sinner. Always hard. Never soft. We're signing off. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Okay.